first of all, anyone not in business development, please stand up. Sales.
Not in sales. You're not in sales.
I said it the wrong way, but I wanted to give a round of applause to the best product team on the globe. So, first of many compliments. Just to introduce myself, it's somewhat of a microcosm of this company. 3 years ago, Florida opened, brand new office, about 5, 6, 7 people, somewhat similar to the office over here in Dublin, I believe, other than the lease that I heard about. Started off with 6, 7 people. Currently, we are now the biggest office on the globe, carrying the biggest number. Having about 43, 45 people in our office. So the growth there, obviously, is somewhat of a microcosm of what we've done. Me and PJ, like I say, that every time you guys see the graphs, me and PJ are like, yeah, that's when Florida started right there. But either way, again, I'm truly honored, flattered to be here. Jim, John, Peter, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. The product team, again, congratulations. 9.0 is truly amazing. Basically, it eliminates any competition in the field. To start off with my speech, what I did was, in Orlando, I was tasked to come up with, some web tips on great selling. 2011, I was Rep of the Year for web, but as John says, who gives a shit about 2011? Especially when I'm currently sitting with a 2,400 unit a month target now. So. What I did was basically take those bullets and I wanted to switch it over, which obviously is somewhat of the same thing, sales, but more importantly, the product behind me. I don't know how this worked in, but I had to get this one slide in. Obviously, from what I hear from Peter, from what I saw today, the work ethic, obviously, in production is second to none. Best of the best. We like to think that at the same time in Clearwater, our work ethic is the same as well. Actually, right over here is John, and John's holding a bigger stick. Over Jerry. That's my boss, Jerry Dias.
And Jim's behind John.
Yeah, it's a long chain, and the stick keeps getting bigger. So what I came up with was the 4 C's. First one being the culture, and man, the thing about that, I thought I knew what the culture was before actually visiting here. Truly amazing. Before I spoke about what helped me with sales, knowing the culture, knowing what was behind us, the Fleetmatics DNA, kind of the sales type of attitude that was implemented from the beginning. Not to mention the actual culture inside your guy's office, which I saw today. How diverse it is. I don't think it's a coincidence that as worldly diverse as Peter's office is, I don't see how we don't go after those 55 million units worldwide as well. But the culture and knowing that, especially seeing today what I did, which is truly impressive, literally called Jerry immediately after Peter introduced me to all of you to say how amazing it was. But more importantly, it gives you that confidence to be able to get on the phone. Not to mention, personally, I've always been confident. Maybe a little bit too much, more than some other time. Oh. More importantly, not only is the product good, but literally, and each and every one of you need to know this. Now I'm a director, so I have to coach and close, help my other closers close. There wasn't one person I came across that, now again, I didn't sell every single deal. I believe I was around 51% or so, but everyone always said our product was the best. Everyone. It's probably my fault I didn't close the other 48% that said it, but I think it's very important for you guys to know that every single person said it. I did more sits than anyone in my office, more deals than anyone in my office, and every single person said the product was the best. So again, another great compliment for you guys as well. The biggest part of my selling and what I've learned coming to Fleetmatics as well, we don't just vomit. We don't just vomit information. We don't just, as I said in Orlando, I'm not selling knives. We're selling solutions to a problem. I ask as many questions as I can to be able to find, I believe Karen said it, the pain, to be able to find out what problems this business owner is having. The best part about it is, I know any question that I ask, I will have a solution for it. And again, because of every single feature, how hard you guys work, and what you made this product to be. I have an answer or a solution for every single problem that a business owner can have. Not only that, again, what competition? If you want driving style, driver IDs, and a fuel card, where are you going to go? We are eliminating, you guys are eliminating the competition. So I appreciate that. I can't thank you enough for that as well. The close, not much to say about the close, obviously. Put it this way, there is not one close that happens in one sales office that would happen without your product. So you really have to realize that every single unit that gets out the door, that gets installed, is due to your hard work, your dedication, and the innovation that your department has. It's truly amazing. Again, I don't want to take as long. I think Carl took about an hour there, so I'll be a little bit short. I'm sorry, I switched over. Quick story, and I'll end on that. I was youngest of 3 boys growing up, below middle class. Lost my father to cancer at a young age. Obviously, my mom had to raise us 3 boys. I majored in baseball in college, so my degree wasn't, the most superior getting out of college. But I always knew, the confidence that I talked about. I always knew I had the skills. I had abilities. There was something out there that I could get. Started off, believe it or not, in the car business. Excellent opportunity. It's a hustle. I definitely wouldn't have gotten to where I am today if it wasn't for the skills learned in the car business. But at the same time, it wasn't me. How to move on. Went into insurance. I was talking to Mr. Reynolds about that when he brought it up. It was insurance for 4 years. Somewhat of an easier sale. People need you more than wanting you. But again, I was an associate agent rather than an agent owner, so I was only making the person above me, his book bigger and bigger, and my book wasn't getting bigger at all. Went into a private business ultimately to get bought out by my best friend, where I got a chunk of change to be able to come down to Florida. Or just literally pack my car, drive to Florida. I knew one person in the whole entire state, but I knew that I needed to find an opportunity. It wasn't going to come to me. Found Fleetmatics in the first week of getting to Florida. 3 years later, man, I need an accountant. I'm in a different tax bracket. I now shop at Saks instead of Marshalls or TJ Maxx. But no, most importantly, when I left New York, the baby of 3 boys, believe it or not, my mom had a heart attack 2 weeks after I left. My biggest goal of getting to Florida was to be able to get my mom down to Florida as well. Growing up in poverty, she grew up in poverty, she didn't have any idea, probably staying in upstate New York for the rest of her life. Long story short, you guys have provided me a product that gave me the opportunity to get my mom down to Florida. The biggest accomplishment yet in life that I have, I can thank you guys for. And what you need to know is you guys provide those same opportunities for every other sales rep out there that sells this product. Thank you very much.